First of all, the church is known for a long time about soul ties. In the Bible, we read a story of David and Jonathan, and we see Jonathan's soul being knit to David. And it was because there was a deep love between the two of them. And no, I don't believe that was a homosexual love. I think they genuinely loved each other. And so, having said that, there are soul ties. That's a knitting of souls. And we have, for years and years, I mean, this is something that I learned, old school deliverance, is you break the soul ties. You know, if you were in an ungodly relationship with someone, you have to break the soul ties, and then you can get them out of your head. And so, I didn't fully understand all that meant, but as I got further into working with highly broken people, I began to see more of the mechanics of how things actually play out in the spirit realm. And what I realized is that soul ties actually, when you have people exchanging in the spirit, they engage in a deep connection. But when you have two very broken people and a broken relationship that they are both engaging in, you have something deeper that happens besides just this connection, which can be good or bad. Some soul ties are good. You could have a soul tie to your spouse, and that's a healthy thing. And there's actually an exchange of broken human parts. And so let's say I have all these fractures because I was abused, I was neglected, I was emotionally starved, this and that. And then I get in a relationship with a person that was abused, that was neglected, that was raped, and we come together. Well, what happens when those people come together and enter into a relationship is that through different parts of that relationship, key events, so on and so forth, there will actually be in the spirit an unintentional swapping of fragments of soul. So fragments of one person's soul will go into this person, and fragments of the other person's soul will go into that person. And they wind up carrying each other because the broken pieces of soul can, just like they can be traded, they can be swapped. And it's not a conscious thing. It's something that just happens. And so when I find a child that has an extremely abusive parent, what I'll often find is that that child received fragments of their abusive parent into them during that repeated trauma of abuse. And so when I'm sitting down with them, we may hear the voice of that parent. It's a voice of accusation, a voice of this, but it's actually pieces of soul that have been deposited into the individual.